the phone Mr. Harris, who is joining us today on WRAR 96 Internet Radio. Liberia is gearing up for the next presidential and general elections, which are constitutionally mandated and scheduled for 2011. The current president is Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who was elected in 2005 after the cessation of 14 years of hostilities. She has served notice that she will be a candidate in the forthcoming elections seeking a second term. But the field of candidates is getting crowded. Other individuals who are seeking the highest office of the land in Liberia include the opposition Congress for Democratic Change Party leader Mr. George Opong-Weah, the National Union for Democracy and Progress of former warlord and current senator from Nimba County, Mr. Prince Johnson. Also during the week, another candidate, the Reverend Hananiah Zoe, also announced his intention to contest the office of the president. A former presidential candidate, Mr. Thomas Quillen Harris Jr., popularly known as TQ Harris Jr., has also announced his candidacy for the 2000 presidential elections in Liberia. Mr. Harris is joining us today on WRAR 96 Internet Radio to discuss his intention. Mr. Harris, we say welcome to WRAR 96 and tell us why you're deciding a second time around to contest the office of the Liberian president.
Well, thank you, Emmanuel, for having me. I'm delighted to be on your program. The desire to run for the leadership of Liberia at this time is based on the fact that we believe that fundamental to transitioning Liberia into a stable and a functional society demands that we have a new breed of leaders at the helm. It is obvious we are in a cycle that needs to be broken, and that cycle basically is we keep reverting to the same people that don't mean well. But the fact is, they're saddled with so much baggage that whatever the intentions are, it's not producing the result. And it's by time we put the focus on the 3.5 million people and stop placing it on individual. And being one who have not been a part of the violence or the corruption that have crippled this nation, I believe I'll make the best, most balanced, and the most capable at this stage, and that's what we are seeking this office.
Now, Mr. Harris, in all fairness, the argument has been made in some quarters that some of the political leaders in the country today are people who have been agitating for change in the country. And their argument is that they deserve to serve because they've been in the forefront of changing things in the country. How do you respond?
Well, first I would say that there is no entitlement to leadership, okay? And I think that's the error. Because I have been in the vanguard, I walked the streets, I advocated for Liberian interests, therefore I must be the leader. That's a totally wrong approach. It has to be, such selection of a leader has to be based on some, issues that have nothing to do with one personal contribution. We're talking about capability, we're talking about electability, we're talking about one who address the issues this country faces with objectivity. And that must be the issue. If it's about who always made contribution, then a lot of us should be involved and